Hey guys, my name is Brian. I'm here to talk about excessive absenteeism and tardiness, as well as lack of requisite skills in the workplace, as mentioned in chapters 6 and 7 of Paul Falcone's book, 100 What Tough Conversations to Have with Employees. Did you know that excessive absenteeism costs corporate America around $600 per employee annually based on a study by Commerce Clearinghouse? This might not sound like a lot at first, but not all absenteeism comes from legitimate illnesses. This is a sticky subject to touch on, as there's no clear-cut answer as to how much time off is considered excessive. Typically, it's one sick day a month, which equates to 12 sick days a year. 3 unexcused days off is a verbal warning, 5 is a written warning, 9 is a final warning, and 10 is termination of employment. Reiterate that sick days are not vacation days or freebies, and employees should not view them as entitlement to take days off as they please. In many states, employees implement a policy which states that doctors know verifying illness is necessary for employees that use a certain number of sick days in a row. What makes this difficult is that there is the Family Medical Leave Act, a labor standard and leave act which might hinder an employee from disciplining. This act punishes and makes an employee liable for damages if it crosses the line dealing with sick days. This is a huge reason why many employers avoid confronting absenteeism, as they're afraid of a lawsuit down the line. Absenteeism is a tricky subject and should be dealt with case by case. Tardiness, on the other hand, is very cut and dry. Tardiness affects productivity as well, in which the employee is not ready to start work at the time specified. If an employee starts work at 8, he should be clocked in and ready to go by that time. Occasional tardiness can be forgiven, but as a manager, a sit-down needs to be given when occasional turns into habitual, meaning anything more than 4 times a month. Always lay out company's policy in written form so that the employees will know what you expect of them, and any disciplinary actions that will be enforced if rules are indeed broken. Chapter 7 is lack of requisite skills. As a manager, you strive to create the best work environment for your employees. As for the employees, it is expected of them to have a certain level of proficiency in work-related tasks, whether it is computer applications like Microsoft Office, or being able to communicate with one another, or being literate, the ability to read and write. A manager cannot force an employee to educate themselves, but a manager can set high expectations and goals. If an employee falls short on expectation, it's time to have a talk with that employee to find out what the problem is that is hindering performance. If it's a lack of job knowledge, offer a developmental program to get the employee up to speed. If it's a technical skill such as Excel, offer training classes to educate the employee and get them to a level that is necessary for job progression. Salary is typically the high expense for a company, and as a manager, you want to maximize your resources. Managing employees should not have to be monitoring their every move, but to support, guide, and assist them any way that you can. As a manager, have high expectations and push employees to strive to do their best, as this will in turn produce a better result as a company. A manager's job is to push the employee to raise their own expectations and standards, and as a result, this will only maximize productivity and human resource.